Okay, so this is a meeting with myself, Pamela Marie Edmunds, Elaine Evans of Pet Detectives International, with Jess Pataka. Is that close enough? Great.
Okay.
Yep. Pet mom to Pa, who is pictured on June's screen here. And the date, well, actually the date is a couple different. All right, here in the United States, it is Wednesday, the 23rd. And in Jess's home, New Zealand, it is Thursday, the 24th, both of 2022. And basically, this is a discussion of the case that's being presented about Pa, to help track Pa down, who was missing. Let me see, 1 minute. Missing and Waitara, that close enough?
Waitara,
And
yeah.
Waitara, it's a campground. It happened on December 31st, 2021, when he was spooked by fireworks. So did I give enough information just for ground purposes here, June?
Yes, the only thing I'd love to hear before we go any further is my beautiful lady say the name of Pa, because we call him Pa, but listen to her when she tells his name.
Go ahead.
So his name is Parure. It's like Pa, like Papa, and Rure, like lolly, but with an R. So it's Parure. And he's named after a fish.
And what language is that?
Te reo Māori.
Say that again.
Te reo Māori. It's te reo, so the language, and then Māori, which is my people.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
That's okay. That's informative. Okay. All right. So one quick question for June.
Yes,
The last channel I did, you still are holding, correct?
correct.
Okay. All right.
That's because I want, because I've sat in the seat where she's sitting right now, missing my dog, and never found him.
Okay.
And I felt the pain. I can feel all of that. And that was 40 years ago. So, I mean, I
Right.
never got over it that I never found him, but she has hope. So the thing of it is yeah.
Okay.
This is exciting for me because he's alive.
That's what we both have been getting.
And I never
from
found
our
out if my
guides.
boy was alive or not. So this is
Right.
exciting.
Right. And you know what I'm feeling really quick to do?
What's
I'm
that?
gonna go get a picture of Earth Angel to show up.
Oh,
hold up.
please.
Okay,
Yes.
that just
yes.
kind of it felt right.
Okay. So while she's doing that, hon, do you have, first of all, before we get started, what's going to happen is, I was thinking Pamela might be the one to do most of the talking here. However, you've listened to oh yeah, you're missing one channel. So I'm getting help from my guides. Yeah, there's one more channel coming to you. The reason, answer her question, that you're not getting that channel is because I don't want you, when I said I was in where you are sitting, overwhelmed. If you were to listen to the next channel Pamela has, it could be like, oh my God, there's more. Let's just stop. You've got the channel. As soon as we're done tonight, you can have that channel and go ahead and listen. You'll have everything you need. And Pamela and I are going to take a break from this case for a little bit here now. We've got some personal things we have to do. You'll have everything you need to go over, including her final channel, which is very exciting. Because what's happening is as usual, Pamela and I are connecting. She does it one way, I do it another. Her channel comes through with Earth Angel, yes. But my information comes from my guide dogs. And they will give me things like businesses next to where Pa is. They'll give me names. They'll give me the name of a truck sitting out in somebody's yard that when you go by the house, you'll know, oh my God, she said it was a 50, but well, a Chevy truck. Oh my gosh, all those things. So you put Pamela and I together. That's why we're a team. You put the things together tonight that both of us are giving, and you got Pa. We're going to get him. We're bringing him home. Go ahead, Pamela.
All right, I've got two pictures I want to put up of Earth Angel. Actually, I'm holding them. I'm not quite, I don't got the hang of how June does that yet. Okay, but this is the full picture of Earth Angel.
Hi, sweetie. Auntie
Okay.
loves you. Auntie
All
loves
right,
you.
he crossed over January, give me a minute, 16. Okay, so he's been gone like 6 years now. Here's his face. This one, I think June loves this one. That's an up close.
That's,
Okay,
you know why I love it? Because when that's the picture right there when I met you, and he came, you both came to the home, to my house, and that picture right there was the way he looked at me. The way he looked at me, and I thought, why is he looking at me like that? And why do I feel drawn to him? And it was almost like he was saying, I love you and I'll see you again. And I thought, okay.
yeah.
It was
And June's
intense.
June met him one time before I moved, because I'm originally from Massachusetts, where she's
Yeah.
in and she's in New Hampshire, and we connected through one of our radio shows. And anyway, I went to visit her and he was with me. And then a little while after that, I moved out here to Sedona, Arizona. And he crossed over the month after I moved. He was like 14 years old, but I'd had him since he was a puppy. So, and I had just explained real quickly too here, I was already working as a professional medium. Okay. And only once in a while a pet would show up. But what happened is after he crossed over, as I was going through my loss, my grief part, I was able to tune in and start bringing him through. I was already doing channeling too. So it was just a matter of him stepping into what I had started, but of course I had to shed what I was carrying with him. And I did have confirmation he and I are soul connected. I had a past life experience with him that confirmed of another lifetime. Me as a young girl going to a farm, picking out a puppy. It was him. Maybe it didn't look just like him, but it was him. And so I was grieving both lifetimes, which made a lot of sense. Anyway, but that's Earth Angel. And there is a book in process on his story from me adopting him through what he's doing now. And see what happens. I've not done a book before, but anyway, okay. So the biggest thing that is I need to say, okay, and I know June's behind me on this, is the work that we have done thus far, we need you to follow. There's a trail that's being created. I understand you're living in you live in a different area from where we're guiding you to. Yet we're in the United States. We're really far away from you, girl. We cannot go out and check.
Yeah.
Okay? If you trust and you believe what's coming through, you can even do Google Maps. Matter of fact, may I say, June's got a student who is doing Google Maps to track some of this stuff down. You could do the same thing, dear. June, you have something to add to this?
No, that's exactly what
Right,
I would say.
right.
She really needs to, obviously, she's trusted us this far. And what we're going to present to her tonight, to me, is it's up to her after that to follow through, trust, and go ahead and I don't know how she's going to take off work to do what I don't understand all of that part of it, but
Well, I don't know if you've got a
let her
weekend.
figure, she can figure it out and get back to us.
Yeah,
Exactly.
if she's got a weekend off,
Yep.
yeah. But this next channel that June is holding right now,
Yes.
more details
Yes.
of the area where he is. He's at someone's home.
Yeah.
And he's
But
safe, he's
yeah.
being fed, he's being taken care of. Go ahead, June.
I was going to say, but Earth Angel keeps got a little bit, I thought, annoyed because when I heard him, it's like, I already told you this. And it's up to everybody for Jess and Michael, if he's going to help her with this. Is Michael going to be standing behind you on this too?
Yep. I think it's better if he makes sure that he's at work. So I'll ask if he wants to come every now and then. But yeah, I think work is better place for him to be, especially if I'm gonna be out of work.
I hear you, honey.
Yeah.
All right, I hear
How
you.
much are you supposed to be working? Like 5 days a week?
I
Or
work,
less?
yeah, 5 days a week.
Okay.
I have Thursday and Sunday off.
Thursday and Sunday, that's kind of icky because they're separated.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any big personal days you can take?
Well, I'm
Or have-
going to my parents are actually coming back next week. My parents live overseas, so I'm planning on trying to take off a 10-day period, which is where I'm hoping to do a lot of this work as well.
Okay. All right. June,
Okay, shall we start?
go ahead. I kind of thought we would start it in some ways, but
Yep. Okay, so what happened today? So this is how I'm going to present it. I want you to stop me anytime, either one of you, just stop me. I'm
well,
just going to go ahead.
put a hand up like that or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Just stop me. You either have a question, especially if you get goosebumps, if you get any sensation at all, stop me and tell me. So this is what I did this morning. I started with Earth Angel's channel with his mom. And I picked out the most important things. So that's how I'm going to read this. And then after I'm done with the channels, I'm going to give you what I already had given to you before I ever heard the channels, long before. So I don't know what you did with it all, but just a gentle reminder that I'm going to do the channels first.
And I just want to say real quick here, one thing that I do want to be doing on a regular basis, and I've actually discussed this with June earlier, is I got another app for my computer. One of the Dragon Naturally Speaking. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Basically, it will record, but it will also transcribe what I'm saying. Because to sit and type up these things would be a lot easier to focus in on the information. But so that's a process. Okay. And right now I've got a lot going on in my life right now. So to sit and do that. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. Go ahead, June.
Yes, I'm glad you did. Thank you. So I got 3 hours west from Waitara, and if I mispronounce the words, just forgive me, hon. But I'm saying Waitara or Waitara. The first thing Earth Angel said that we bolted when he did 3 hours west from Waitara. He was given a ride. This is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep going until you stop me. Next thing I know, a farming community. Farm, the farm is organic, sold to the public. And then I got P, the word, the place where he is most likely at begins with the letter P. Now, we call towns around here in the United States, but I don't think in New Zealand they're called towns. As a matter of fact, I get a feeling that a lot of places in New Zealand are what I would call unincorporated. They're so tiny. They're not even existing almost. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, honey.
Interesting. June, I'm
Okay.
just gonna add,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not sure if this in the next piece of information, but Earth Angel did say it was an unincorporated place.
All right then. Yeah, it's like
That's-
that. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Which
somewhere
might
in the-
be
Yep.
a problem with communication that she's having, that Jess is having. Jess is depending on everything's all modern and everything is, yeah, right. The fact that Pamela, you and I have worked on Scout and Woody in the state of Texas, 2 needles in a haystack, 2 dogs, 2 brothers ran off together, Jess. And we know where they are, we're pretty sure where they are, but anyway, the thing of it is, Pamela and I had to deal with that, unincorporated towns, and oh my gosh. Yeah, this is, okay, so I'll keep going. I heard 2 churches from Earth Angel in a channel. You'll hear it again, you'll hear it as well.
That's
Jess.
right.
Flowers in fields to protect the produce from bugs and all. We're showing fields of flowers. Next, 2 schools, a high school and middle school and an elementary school. Another thing that, these are things I'm picking out of the channels that struck me. Radio stations. I go, what? Radio stations is what I heard from Jake, my boy. In and around this house where Pa is living. So I looked up how many radio stations are there in New Zealand, North Island. Oh, there was a lot. But then I narrowed it down. This is what we're trying to do tonight, is narrow things down for you. That's what this is about, narrowing it down. About 30 radio stations is a surrounding where Pa might be. Where I'm going to say not might, I'm going to say where Pa is. West.
Which is
Okay.
coast, which is gonna be going, it's kind of hugging the coast, I believe. Isn't
Hugging the
that-
coast, yep. Now we're gonna go to the March 19th, the next one, and then we'll go to what I got. And that'll be it. Almost less painful than a shot in the arm. Okay. This is the next one that I listened to that I started getting goosebumps on.
Right back.
When Pa bolted, when he took off, he did find fresh water almost immediately, but the only way he found it was he ended up a little bit south. He went west, yeah, but then ended up maybe a tiny bit south in a park. And he hunted for food and was there for a while, gathering up what he could, and then kept on going. I got west again, advertised in groups online. Jess is not, okay, Jess, we're not picking on you, honey. We're not. When I tell you this part, you don't know that. You don't know anything except he's missing. But I'm telling you this is what I picked up, is that you're not looking in the direction of west. Messages coming from oh, that's what Earth Angel said to me. Messages will help you, coming from Auntie and Mom will help assist. 3 hours west. Keep thinking, 3 hours west. Not saying that Pa ran 3 hours. We're saying Pa took off. And after he'd had enough, probably got his rest and sleep and fresh water, and then started again and ran into this loving family. I keep getting a loving family. again, Mom, okay, thank you. All right. Okay,
Yeah, I
all
hope,
right.
Jess, you're used to hearing it this way yet? She's getting communication from whom I'm not sure. That's whatever so we did a prayer before we started here when
Yeah.
you came on. Yes, and that's extremely important. Go ahead.
Okay, Jess, this is where I start. That's all I want to say about the channels. Now I'm gonna give you what I remember giving you because I wrote it down. And if you didn't pick it up, it's okay. We are recording. These are things that my boy Jake in spirit and Cosmo, Cosmo, my girlfriend's dog in spirit, gave me. Rick Smith, I heard that loud and clear. Rick Smith. I heard, I asked, I said, please tell me, what does Pa see right now? What is he seeing? What I need landmarks. I need something to give his mom. What is he seeing? I got windmill right away. Well, come to find out, windmill isn't what we in the United States look at as a windmill. It's more like a turbine. Anything you want to say yet before I continue?
Well, I just
Go
want
ahead.
to say
Go
that
ahead.
would very much fit with organic and that type of life.
Mm.
Okay, natural, nature, yeah, relying on nature, not putting in any sort of, what do you call it, toxins or anything of that nature. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, June.
Okay, and then the next thing I got was confusing to me because I thought they were saying patty cake or patty or potty. Here's the part that again, I have to give my guide dogs credit for this because bless their hearts, they're trying to give me landmarks and places and names in American and English, but yet it came out all not. What do you mean, Patty? Well, anyway, come to find out, it was Patea, which is about 21 minutes from a wind farm. And then I got Richard Smith on top of that, who turns out to be a veterinarian in Taranaki, going backwards. Okay, and then this is what I got next. I asked 4 questions. I said, is Pa on the north or south? Where is he? Is he still on the North Island? I got yes. I got, is there a river very close to him? I got a yes. I said, is he on a farm? I got a yes. I said, why did I hear goats? I got yes, goats around. I also know there's a goat island there somewhere, but I feel like goats. Could be
June,
goats. Yes, go ahead.
goats could also be about goat milk.
I just got that. Goat milk. Because wherever Pa is right now, the people that are surrounding this farm are very conscious about their diet. It's like, oh, I can't drink that kind of milk. It's got to be goats. So Jess will hear this again, and she can, like I said, the beauty of this doing what we're doing tonight is that she can shut this off anytime she wants and think about it and put down her own notes and make her own, because I feel that this will go down in history. This, when we find Pa, it's the furthest we've ever been, Pet Detectives International, in the world. I've found a cat in England, and I've found a couple dogs 3,000 miles away in California, but never like New Zealand. It's a whole different thing. Same with Pamela. So it's a truly an amazing. Okay, thank you, honey. Yep, I heard you. Jerry. Hi, honey. Hi. Okay, so Jerry's
Jerry.
here and he said, please tell Jess, the first thing you heard when you started this case, the first thing I heard was Jackie's.
Quick question here, just June.
Yes.
In order for Jess to listen to this, it has to be put somewhere she can access. The only thought I have right now is the Pet Detectives International YouTube channel. That would mean it would need to be public. Unless I'm have to figure out how we can get it into a private.
Well, I
system.
don't see why Jess would worry about it being public. Let's say public, because if it's
Is
public.
that
and if there's
okay?
people interested, there might be somebody out there in the public that can help.
Because right now we're recording on Zoom. See, this is a new aspect for us right here doing this. Okay, we have several YouTube channels. June has one, I have one, and then we have one for the PDI. And so I'm just, because you're not going to be able to access it off my Zoom page. It's only going to stay here for so long. What I've done previously is usually I'll post it, but there's a handful of people who are already are subscribed there that might want to see it. But then again, I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not sure. This is why I'm bringing this up. And like I said, this is a new thing for us to be doing like this, especially since you're so far away. Comments, June? Anything else? See where I'm
No,
coming
honey,
up?
thank you. No,
This is important. This is very important.
I'm almost
And-
done. I'm just,
and
I'm all very close
Real
to being
quick,
done.
real quick, something I want to add. My screen shows at the very bottom all my little icons and even the weather. It is 66 degrees, June.
Oh,
6 master number is looking
yes.
right. And I don't know if Jess knows much about numbers, but master number is something to pay attention to. And the interesting thing about the 6-6, it's upside down nines, which is usually about some sort of something a door closing and something new coming forward. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. And I know June's a big one for the numbers too. That's why I shared it with her.
Thank you.
I'm sharing with you too, Jess. So, okay. I'm
Okay, the
quiet.
reason, Jess, that I am big on the numbers is because when my husband passed in 2010, just an everyday person like you, next thing I know, I started getting numbers, 111, 333, all these things around me. Jerry was telling me he was going to use numbers to try to get in touch with me. One of the things Jerry came in for tonight is because he's going to put a couple things in, my hubby, to you that I would not have given you if it wasn't for Jerry being here. He wants you to understand that you and Pa are what I would describe as twin flames. Twin flames don't like being apart. You have the human twin flame, but you also have the pet and mom twin flame relationship. It's heartbreaking to be apart. So what happens is you go into this area where you have to trust and believe that you and Pa can communicate. And I do believe that Pa is trying to communicate with you. I just need you to wake up to that. And if you get things like you're thinking about something one afternoon, let's say for some reason, and you just wonder, gee, I wonder if, and all of a sudden you look at the clock for no reason, and it's 3:33 in the afternoon. 333 means yes.
It's also
My
a
screens
9.
anyway. Yes,
It's also a 9, June, which
exactly.
is about
It's power.
something,
Yep.
something completing and something new coming in.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'll finish giving, I've got about 6 more and then I'm done. The next thing I got from my guide dogs was a dam. They showed me a dam that he's close to a dam. Well, you know, the way I look at it is probably dams, turbines, and everything all over this island. How can you, so it's a dam. What's so special about it? Well, it's not just the dam. What it's going to be when we're done tonight is you fitting this dam in with, oh, yeah, thank you. Colleen, she's new to PDI. She's not so much gifted as a medium or animal communicator. She's working with her dog on the other side, yes, but she's not mediumistic so much like Pamela and I in animal communication, but she just gets a feeling. She just gets a feeling. So she does the maps. So she's the one that's going to take you on the road trip. She's the one that I think you should meet with. I don't think you need Pamela and I think you should meet with Colleen and she can help you do this road trip to where Pa is. All right. Like all of us are.
Can I just add a
Yep.
little piece? Talking about dams, that could be about irrigation. Think about it.
Yeah,
If you got crops, irrigation.
exactly. But I wonder how far this dam is from what I asked my guide dogs was, I understand that where he is could be at a farmhouse out in the middle of God knows where. But what is the closest? And that's when I heard Jackie's, and that's when I heard a dam, and that's when I heard whirlybird. That's another thing. I didn't understand. I know what a whirlybird is. It's a helicopter here in the United States, but guess what? When you go to look for where Pa is, and you think you're at the house where he is, look on the roof and see if you see something that almost describes something swirling around on the roof, like a silver fan of some sort that either takes heat out of the house or I don't know. There's something on the roof that goes around and around and around and it's going to help you. Oh my gosh, this could be the house right here because it has that whirlybird. The next thing I saw was, I heard was, okay, all right. Are we done? Bristol? I heard, okay, I'll give two more. I absolutely heard Bristol. You can figure that one out. I don't understand it so much. And the last thing I heard at the same time I heard Bristol was I heard Bambi, which I thought was, that I thought of a deer, baby deer, Bambi. But I did look that up and guess what? There's something called Bambi online clothing store near where we suspect Pa is. You can't get an address because they're online. I already checked them out. I already checked Bambi and I asked them to please help me by telling me where their warehouse is. They would not cooperate. They wanted me to call them to tell me where the address to their warehouse is. Well, I'm not calling them. So I can't give you the phone number, but I do have it. I'll give you the phone number and you can call Bambi and say, excuse me, I'd like to know where your warehouse address is. I have a dog missing and I think he might be close, near, or had been around the warehouse area. Please tell me what the name of the road is. So I'm done. Done.
Awesome.
I'm not done. I think that's enough.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So, back when June and I first started doing this together, which has been, well, it was through Earth Angel, really, and we've known each other for that long plus. Spirit did say that we would be complementing each other. That's what June was trying to say in regards to her information, my information. They somehow can come together.
Yeah, it's different, but
To finish the story, to finish the puzzle. You know what a puzzle is, right? Yeah. And that's okay. Real quick here. Spirit is meant to help us not to do everything, because we're the ones having the physical experience here. We're spiritual in a physical body, okay? They're here. The term we keep using, guides. A guide will give you some insight, but won't do it for you. So this is what's going on. Anything else you want to add to this piece here, June?
No, but I would, I'm done, hon. Actually,
Okay. All
but
right.
I would love to hear Jess ask any questions or make comments. Questions?
Yeah, when you were talking about the dams, I had looked into it about a week ago, and Patia, the place that you heard, the PATA, Patia has two rivers going through it, and then one has a dam on the side, and it's also close to the wind farms where the turbines are. So I did have a look, and I put up another post on the Patia. Now, obviously, I realized that maybe not everybody is on Facebook, so there will come a time when I will have to go down there and start knocking on doors again, like how I did in the beginning. But then as I looked in further, I also noticed that Pahiatua, which is a small rural town about 10 minutes away from Palmerston North, Palmerston, also has 4 wind farms and a dam just below it. And
Hold
I
on a
noticed that-
second. Can I interrupt just a second?
Mhm.
Let me spell that. You ready? P-A-H-I-A-T-U-A. I got it here on my paper. I overlooked it. Go ahead, honey.
Pahiatua. But I remember in Pamela's first channel, she was talking about how the adults go to a school nearby.
Yes.
So
yeah,
I was thinking that maybe if Palmerston, because Palmerston's a little bit more of a township, like it has a mall and it has like, you know, like a cinema. It's much more, whereas Pahiatua is like maybe a 4 square, which is like a small supermarket, and then like not even a cafe, so it's much smaller. So I was thinking maybe if the adults traveled about 10 minutes to that bigger town when the kids were going to school in that area. I think they have 3 schools in that area. So those are the 2 main ones that I'm really looking at, is Patia and Pahiatua. But yeah, it's just trying to, it might come a time where I'll be in both. And then
How
I'll be
far-
knocking on doors.
I'm sorry. I just wondered how many, because Earth Angel was saying something about that he was 3 hours away from, so how
So,
far? Go ahead.
Palmerston North is exactly 3 hours 1 minute from the location where I lost Pa.
Okay.
Pahiatua is 3 hours 11 minutes, give or take.
Wow, wow.
So this is going west, but somewhat south.
Yeah, it goes more south, just because where I lost him was exactly on the west coast, and if I went any more west, I'd be swimming.
Okay, all right, all right. And actually, as you're talking right now, and this is spirit, I've got a lot of spirit energy right at my ears. I can feel them. And I feel that to me is, they're just confirming what we're discussing right now. Okay? They're confirming what we're discussing in a positive way. Okay? All right, so good. So you are going off in that same direction. So all these little, I'm going to call them pieces of evidence, right, June? Evidence. And that's what we both strive to do, is to bring through evidence. So when you get to hear the next channel, it is a little more specific. It describes the locale of where where Earth Angel said he is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The farm, some details about that, even that there's a fire hydrant. It's like, I mean, I can't make these things up. Can you, June? Nope, we can't
Yeah.
make these things up. But anyway, yeah. So anyway,
So I think that's all I have.
yeah,
That's all
and
have.
I think
I
we've
would
had,
like to have
ahead.
her get a chance to listen to your, this channel. You want
Okay.
to send it to her, Pamela? You have the honor of doing that.
Okay, I can do that. All right, how, I don't know, because right now the channel, because usually I send it to you via email, right? Yeah. What is your email address, Jess?
I've just chucked it into the chat. If you can see it, is there a little chat bar that's come up? I've just put it on there.
Oh, Jess. Hang on. Okay, I see the, okay. So Jess, all right, dot Pataka, right?
Yeah.
The dot is very, very faint. Pataka at gmail.com. Okay, and I'll be sending it from, well, it's going to say my name, Pamela Edmunds at earthlink.net. So I'll forward that to you as soon as we close this. And are you open to June, to me I know June is, to me doing a closing prayer here before I?
Yeah, no, I'm very happy
Because
to
we
that.
called in help, we got helpers. I do wanted to say I do sense Earth Angels energy, and somehow or another I'm sensing a link to Pa, but it's fuzzy. I don't know how to explain that. June might have an idea too, but anyway, that's
Can
what it's
I ask you a question?
But
I have this really anxious and like unsettling feeling that he might forget who he is.
why?
Because like they might be calling him a different name, or I don't know, and I always get really nervous that we're gonna lose a connection at some point because he's gonna forget his name's Parore. Is that silly? Can you tell me it's silly?
That's
so
silly.
I can
I'm going to answer this, June, and okay, and okay. First up, Pa is not in spirit, but what I want to say is give you an example is, love never dies. That's the old name of one of the shows I was doing. And yeah, it was about spirit, but the two of you have a love connection. Okay, even if it's, I don't know how long we're talking here now. We're talking a few months since he's seen you. He's going to remember you by your energy and vice versa. Okay? That love never dies. Maybe he's got some new buddies now, but basically you've got umpteen pictures of him that you can prove that he's your baby. So don't worry about that stuff. Anything, June?
No.
Okay, all right. I think we're about wrapping things up here. Are we about complete?
Well, yes, I do have one more. Jerry just said one more. Okay, Jerry. He said to get in touch with Colleen's, that's Colleen, Colleen Bono, Bono. If you're not friends with her, please friend her. She's the one that's gonna take you on a trip, and you won't even have to leave the house. She'll take you on this road to where she has been adding up June and Pamela's information and trying to make a map for you so you won't have to suffer all the knocking on doors. I don't think that's going to happen this time. I honestly feel that you're not going to be knocking on door to door. You're going to have far more information, and you'll probably maybe need to put up some flyers where we tell you to put them, but you're not gonna have to knock on door to door. We girls are trying to get you so you don't have to do that. And Colleen has been, she wants to join Pet Detectives International, but she said she doesn't want to join until she has helped solve the case of Paul.
Okay. June, could you please spell Colleen's name again? So I can
C.
friend her. I'd like to do that too.
Yes, it's Colleen.
Yep.
Bono, Bono.
Okay.
And by
got
the
it.
way, Colleen, you'll be listening to this. I love you.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Are we good right now?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to do a quick prayer. June, I know the prayers always help. And it's just like we had helpers come in, we have to thank them. It's so important. We want to thank all the wonderful beings who came forward to assist during this, what do we want to call it? A consult? Consult on the PA case. That makes sense, right? We're so grateful for all of your love, support, and guidance. Please continue to assist us on this journey of bringing Pa home. We love you all so very, very much. Amen. Okay. Awesome. All right. Okay, if I click stop recording.
Yep.
Stop recording. Got it. Sure, yes.